welcome to match number 3 of Abzan tokens, where I am down 2 matches because, man, I don't know if I'm terrible at this deck or if just luck is not going my way, or if I built the deck wrong, but things ain't going well. Yeah. Alright, at least this has 1 spell instead of 6 spells. Don't need another land. Now this is gonna be like some red player with an aggro start. Be on the... No. So if this is blue-white approach, game 1 is very miserable. Game 2 and 3 kind of starts hinging on... I just played this into censor, didn't I? I guess he's not interested in censoring it. Break that now so I don't draw it now later. So I don't really want to draw more lands. Let's put a stop on upkeep. Don't want another renegade map. Planes. So game 1, they have a lot of ways to just repeatedly clear the tokens. I can't outgrind them in the late game because they win with approach to the second sun. So game 1 I found to be almost unwinnable, and then game 2 and 3, Lost Legacies and Duresses come in and make it much better. I do find that the Esper tokens is much better against the approach decks than the Abzan version because of counter magic. Go ahead and fetch a land here because I still don't want lands. Do I scry to play around censor on the Anointed Procession? I don't think so. I think I just run it out. Because if they had censored, they would have censored the treasure map. And that means they would have had to draw it in the last 2 turns, and just wasting 4 mana to do 1 scry on a treasure map is kind of really medium. So I think I'm just going to play around this censor and cast out the Search for Azcanta now. Since Search for Azcanta is one of the few things that I can actually censor, that I can actually cast out profitably in this deck. And this is a disallow, which is fine. And now I'll plan on mapping at the end of his turn. Don't want more land. Let's map again. Still don't want more land. Vraska. I think I will play that, in fact. So he needs to disallow to get rid of this. Or Gear Hulk on disallow. I'd rather just get up to ultimate faster. Oh, this is cast out? What is this? Oh, pull from tomorrow, okay. Getting to ultimate, probably one of the best ways I can win. I like the sensor there. That means he's not just going to do land approach, which I wouldn't be able to beat. So he does flip the search. Oh, I guess he can do approach here. Cast out on Vraska is also quite good for him. Now if I draw another Vraska, I can Vraska minus, kill this, get back other Vraska, keep new Vraska, and plus. Which results in me having a couple more treasure. And nothing else. Alright. Time to draw a card. Start to finish. Suppose I should have played the Evolving Wilds just to thin, but I'm just gonna cast this now. And he's casting out the Anointed Procession. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and get my land now. Ugh. I guess it doesn't matter that I'm not playing the Evolving Wilds, since I am at least triggering a revolt off sacking a treasure token. Fumigate is worthless. Alright. Well, if he fumigates, I can sack everything for 5 scry 1s. But honestly, he's probably just gonna grab approach and then start approaching. And I can't do anything about it. No. Well, that's interesting. Say no to the swap. I think I really just want to try to scry to Vraska. Well, that's basically the same thing. I'll scry everything, or sacrifice everything so he doesn't gain life anyways. So let's see. Do I kill cast out or do I make a thing? I think I just start plussing. The upside of being able to ultimate Vraska is too high. Fetching now so that I can have a marginally thinner deck, because sure, draw land anyways. I get 1 servo token. Now he just needs to find a second approach, and then he wins. I don't know why he's not going for it though. Alright, here we go. Approach of the second sun. nothing. Sure. So that gets him 4 deep. Bottom, bottom, draw 2. Then a 5th card. Oh, wow. So I'm betting that this is Settle the Wreckage. I can't imagine how he wins without a Settle the Wreckage here. Can I do anything about it? Not really. I'm gonna just set his life total to 1. Because if I don't go for the setting to 1 play, then I just can't win. So it is a Settle the Wreckage. And he's probably got the land next turn to fetch up another approach and win. So yeah. Tokens does not. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Okay. Post board though. Post board. Lost Legacy, Bloodfast, Duress, Treasure Map, Outgo Cast Outs, Fumigates, no, not Duress, Fatal Pushes. Let's see. I could keep a cast out, keep 2 cast outs just in case he's got, for the Gear Hulks and other junk that he's bringing in. Generally, I've found that the key to beating this deck is to, in the post-board games, is to force them to tap in such a way that you can resolve a Lost Legacy, and once you resolve a Lost Legacy, then they're trying to grind you out as a blue-white control deck against the tokens deck, and the blue-white control decks end way slower than the black-white, the blue-black decks that have Scarab God, and so the token deck wins the late game by virtue of having much better shenanigans with token value. This hand is fine, by the way. Really, any hand where you have stockpile and procession and some lands is quite nice. And unless he's playing Spell Pierce, I get to resolve this, which is amazing. Sure, go ahead and censor this. I don't care. Doesn't censor it. Fetching now so that I get the Revolt for the Servo token. Search for Azkenta is fine. That means I can resolve Anointed Procession and attack for 1. And I have a Field of Ruin to fight the search once he flips it. What is this? Cast out on the procession. Okay. Scry. I'll keep another procession, sure. Another procession. Falling Wild is fine, so I can hit my Vraska. Go ahead and get another Swamp, which triggers Revolt, which gives me 2 servos. And then on his turn, I can start and then Vraska. On my turn. Vraska minus get back Anointed Procession. Use one of the treasures to activate the treasure map and get 12 treasure. That does seem amazing if I can actually pull it off. For some reason I feel like he's got to be sitting on a bucket of counterspells though. Is he not settling the wreckage here? I feel like it's got to be a settle. Otherwise he's just so... Man, a Gear Hulk? Oh, he is not in good shape. Gear Hulk for Supreme Will? And he blocks that, which triggers Revolt. I guess I would have triggered Revolt anyways. Get the cast out, get my treasure map back, activate my treasure map. I don't need a non-nature priest. I get 1,000,000 treasure. Could just kill the Gear Hulk now. But do I even care about killing Gear Hulk? Okay, well, certainly I'm not going to give him very high chances at winning a grindy game. I think he has to sort of turbo out a approach or lose. Of course, he could just approach. That would be pretty strong. Let's see, if I do a massive masked block on it and kill it, I lose a bunch of tokens. What could he do that makes me regret losing tons of tokens? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump. I have no need to do more. Might as well do that. Do I want to scry? Scrying does 1 less damage. Scry. Another Gear Hulk settle the wreckage. I'll get every land out of my deck. Ah, Magic Online. Why are you so hard to read sometimes? That one. And that one. No more basic lands to search for. Okay. I guess I'm sacrificing it. Well, first, draw a card. Treasure map. That's nice. Second, I'm gonna just Field of Ruin the Kanta. Because I don't really care about not having the mana. And then plus Vraska, get 4 pirates. Do I care about killing a Gearhulk? I guess I'm on double. I'm gonna chump a Gearhulk anyways. So I might as well kill a Gearhulk. Honestly, kind of happy if he counters it, because that means he's spending a counter on something that doesn't really matter to me. Alright, then I get 4 servos. How is this guy messaging me? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that while I'm filming. I'm sorry. Some random person I don't know is messaging me. Don't really know what to do about that. Cast out. That's sort of unfortunate. I imagine he's casting out Vraska. Don't want it. Do not want land. Don't care if he attacks me. Scry again. Duress is excellent. Very happy with a Duress. Another card. Alright, Duress him. Let's see what I have to worry about. Okay, alright. Well, it got rid of a negate. There's no particular reason to run out Sacred Cat right now. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish by attacking into a lone servo token, but I don't see a reason not to just get hit by it. Or to, maybe this is another Settle the Wreckage. There's no point in doing anything. Okay. Let's scry. Don't need an Anointer Priest. Would you look at all those treasures? So many treasure. Alright, another hidden stockpile is good. Another cat. Sack the cat. Seems fine. Embalm the cat. Get 4 cats past the turn, get 8. What a What? Alright, well, I'm getting 8 servo tokens anyways, so I don't really see a reason to freak out about anything else. What is he casting? Cast his first approach. Ooh, shit. No, if I had run out more Sacred Cats, then I would be able to attack for lethal through this. This is giving him time. That's not good. There's so many small edges that are hard to detect with this game, with this deck. Like there. So there, I think what I should have done is drawn for the turn, attacked with these, then scryed, then drawn. Oh well. Learning through mistakes. Alright, so scry here. Do I have a compelling reason not to just scry myself? So I have tons of tokens and tons of mana. So I might as well just scry directly towards Lost Legacy and cast it, and then I can't lose. I'm gonna get 1,000,000 tokens anyways. Okay. Here we go. That's what I was supposed to do. Oh. Okay, then he concedes. Alright. Alright, we found the line eventually. I think one of the hardest things about playing tokens is that you have tons of tiny decisions that add up to, I think, a very significant change once you're in the mid to late game. There's tons and tons of tiny decisions. Although, unfortunately, early on is when you lose most of your games, and that's when you don't have tons of tiny decisions to make. You just kind of have to try to play all your cards before you get killed. It's only once you're already online and winning that you have tons of tiny decisions, and that tends to be when you've got the game pretty locked, anyways. And then once you're at that point, the tiny decisions don't matter so much. Okay, so this hand is good because we have a turn 2 Revolting hidden stockpile. I suppose I could have gone for the Duress to take out a possible search, but I chose to go for the get my servo tokens going as fast as possible line, which may have been wrong, but we shall see. Yeah, now that I think about it, just having servo token in play, not a big deal. Give him a Duress now, and then play the map, Kraken Evolving Wilds. Sure. Map, Wilds, fetch for swamps, so that I have 2 swamps for Lost Legacy. Start attacking. And then I'll sack the map at the start of my turn to get 1 less land in my deck. And then play probably Treasure Map. One less land in my deck. Play a land. Attack for 2. Cast out on the stockpile. Yeah. Do I care about procession? Yeah, procession seems good. I suppose I should be leaving up Swamp to bluff Duress, but another tiny edge I'm giving up. So next turn, so at the end of his turn, I activate Treasure Map, take it up to 2, and then on the start of my turn, I can activate Treasure Map, flip it, get 6 treasures, and use a couple treasures to cast Vraska. Or I could save the Treasure Map activation and just cast Vraska without it, but that plays into Censor, which this plays around any non-hard counter. I can also Duress, which does seem quite good. He cast out on the procession. In response to the procession, I do the scry. Do I want Legion's Landing? No, without a procession it seems quite mediocre. Although I suppose I would get the procession back from using Vraska. Alright, I don't care about Supreme Will because I can cast anything anyways, so I'm going to get rid of the card advantage of Glimmer of Genius. Now he has a Fumigate. Cast Vraska. And I want back my Anointed Procession. Now he flips Search for Escanta. Should I have gotten Hidden Stockpile? I would have gotten one more Servo token, but I think the Anointed Procession is just the better card in general. So he played an island, so he has Supreme Will, Fumigate, and an Escanta. I draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and fetch and tin. And then draw another card. Okay. Attack with both servos plus Vraska. Don't play Anointer Priest. He's going to Fumigate. Or just play Anointer Priest anyways. I think I play Anointer Priest anyways. Sure, he gets one more life if he Fumigates, but then I can Embalm it for 2 tokens, which start hitting for more than that 1 life was. And it's not like it's going to do anything else for me. I'll plus Vraska here so that I can get the Hidden Stockpile next turn while keeping the Vraska. Since he has to deal with Vraska eventually. It's just such an excellent threat. What does he get? He gets a Settle the Wreckage. It's a good card to know about. I'm fine attacking into the Settle the Wreckage, actually. For the most part. Getting 5 lands out is pretty nice. Maybe I hold back. So he has Fumigate, Settle, +1. So he's Fumigating now. Okay. So I will get back Hidden Stockpile. Use the Evolving Wilds. 5 lands left in the deck. Draw my card, see what it is. Cast Lost Legacy on him. And and win the game because Lost Legacy wins against them. Awesome. Yeah, this is why the matchup is fine, because eventually we find Lost Legacy and cast it when they can't do anything about it. And then we win. Alright, thanks for watching. There's my broadcaster. There we go.